Thanks very much, Jeremy Zafra and Duke Eatmon. We've got the flute going here in studio.
Well, it's New Music Tuesdays, and you know what that means? I come bearing musical gifts. And joining us in the studio right now, and you hear the beautiful sounds of her flute, is Beyea from the Beyea Band.
Hello.
Hi, Kim.
Thank you so much for coming down.
Thank you so much for having me.
Now, I've been playing Kim's music here on Homerun and All in the Weekend and other shows here for a couple of years. And how we met is actually one of the most hilarious and interesting stories. I don't know if we ever had a chance to explain it here on Homerun.
I don't think so, no.
All right, so Kim was actually going in and out of clubs. I think it was in the St. Anne de Bellevue area.
I was fishing. I was fishing for a summer residency.
She was looking for gigs. And you take it from there.
So I was fishing and I had gone to this one restaurant, and unfortunately the owner was kind of in a bad mood, but I didn't take it too personally. But I was, usually people are so generous and so kind and so welcoming, so I didn't take it personally, but I kind of did. And I left. And all of a sudden somebody put a mic in my face and had a camera, and they were saying, how are you feeling today?
Oh.
And so I was like, actually, not so good. And I kind of explained what had just happened. And they said, well, you know what? My dad's Duke Eatmon. And if you give me a CD, maybe he'll like your music and maybe he'll play it.
So my daughter was at John Abbott College at the time, and she was doing a project in film class.
That's awesome.
Where you have to take a camera out and you go up to random people and you say, what could happen today that would make your day better?
Right. We call them streeters.
Streeters. Mm-hmm. So she said, well, if I could find a gig. So she said, my dad's Duke Eatmon. And so Jessica tells me the story. So I'm like, whatever. And I put it on. I said, wow.
Hey.
Well, no, because I don't know with my daughter, she's a prankster at times. I said, this is really, really good. Aww. And then I think when I actually called you, because I don't know, Jessica said the way she left you is you weren't 100% convinced.
Well, no kidding.
Well, I was just, what just happened?
And so I said, this is good. And I must have played it with you because I played it on Homerun.
And you liked it, I remember.
Of course.
Big time. And it's just incredible. And then about 3 years ago when they did a documentary for another network on me for my 25 years in broadcasting, I had a bunch of people that came to my home, and I asked a bunch of musicians that were very special to me. And Kim came down. And she actually performed with her husband, who was on guitar, I think.
Yep.
And you were on flute. And her father had just died. I mean, just recently.
Like days.
And yet she still came for the filming. And it meant a lot to me. And it was just absolutely incredible.
Obviously meant a lot to Kim, too.
Well, I just always have this thing about you take every opportunity because you just never know. You never know.
And I'm sure your dad would have agreed with that, too.
He loved that I was a singer and was super proud. So,
and I think she said on camera, it's in the documentary, it's on YouTube, that her father would have wanted her to be there that day, and the show must go on.
Absolutely.
So it's interesting. You've released a few albums. You're not releasing an album right now.
I'm not.
Put out 3 songs that come out tomorrow on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, and Google, because you did 3 very different songs that you didn't feel belonged together on the same album.
3 different sessions, 3 different sets of musicians, except for Barry Turner. He's like my right-hand man. We write songs together. We play all the time together. So he's on all 3 tracks. But besides that, all the musicians are different. They're different styles. I just wanted to be able to create whatever I wanted.
Now, so one of the tracks is called Save My Soul, which is just about relationships in general, not one of your own, but almost like you were writing something for like a novel or a film.
I think all my songs, they're just stories. They're not autobiographical. I'm married. It's not like I keep my husband on his toes. But.
Another track called Adams Bay, when you went on a writing retreat, and that was where?
That was in Memphis, Magog. I got to stay in Memphis in this beautiful location, and I just wrote about the surroundings, and it was just such a beautiful. I wrote my whole children's album there.
And then the track Love Affair is the one that I really dig, and it's the one I want to play today. And of course, it features some of your beautiful flute playing on there. Tell us about that track as we set it up.
Well, that one is just me and Barry. We called some musicians. No one was really available that day, so we went in. I'm playing the gala, the preach, capri. I'm playing the shaker. I'm playing the flute. I'm singing, and Barry's playing the bass and the guitar.
Okay, so you can grab these 3 songs, including the one we're going to hear now tomorrow on all those streaming services. This is the Beyea Band, a little bit of a samba bossa nova rhythm on this one called Love Affair.
The stars in the sky got so inviting.
surrender to your embrace. Alone I wait and sit and wait. The stars in the sky are aligning. The tides of time, they are blinding. But I know this love we share could render us in despair. A secret night under the moon, a love affair. Blinding. But I know this love we share could render us in despair. A secret night under the moon, a love affair. A secret night under the moon, a love affair. A secret night under the moon, a love affair.
That's the Beyea Band. That's one of the 3 songs that she's releasing on streaming service tomorrow. Love Affair. I love it.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, can we just say it's Beyea for those who are looking,
Like
right?
BA, like when you're in a BA, the Beyea
To
Band.
be or not to be, and then yay.
Where are you playing live? What's coming up?
Next place that I'm playing live, well, first of all, I got my summer residency at Peter Cape Cod this summer, so I'll be playing there every Tuesday
in St.
night.
Anne's.
In St.
Nice.
Anne de Bellevue, my artistic
Every Tuesday?
home. Every Tuesday, boom. On starting on June 18th.
And then you got another show coming up as well.
Yeah, we're doing a fundraiser to save the wetlands, Rousseau Park in it's a little forest in Pencourt. It's near dear to my home, and that's going to be at St. Patrick's Church on June 15th. So you can get tickets online and more info about that on my website.
The 3 songs, Save My Soul, Adams Bay, Love Affair, all available on iTunes and Spotify and all those places tomorrow.
And we'll tweet out that website information at CBC Homerun. Thanks, Kimberly. Good luck.
Oh, thank you so much.
Kimberly Beyea. Let's check your drive.